Hello, hello. We're just going to wait a few minutes for a few people to get in here. Hello, welcome from Monday's Macros, first ever live edition. Let me give it a couple of minutes and then we'll get started. Just hang tight. You can get to know me. I'll take any questions and I'll try to take them as I'm doing the review of the protein bar that we're going to do today. But we'll just wait for a minute or two. Let's see. This is the first live Monday's Macros. We're going to see how this works. If we like this format, I'll keep trying it. We'll keep doing it. We'll see how it goes. How are we doing here? Welcome. We'll give it a minute. All 8 million people are going to be rushing in to follow, to watch, I'm sure. But we'll give it a shot. Let's see. We'll give it a shot. Let's see, maybe I can share it on Instagram too. Posted my story. Oh, I'll put it there. Don't know how many people are scrolling through TikTok this second, but I'm sure there's a lot. One more minute here. Let me see. Can I do a link? We'll try it next time. We'll leave it like that. All right. All right, we're going to try to one take this because usually I do it in one take, but we'll see how this goes. Anyways, welcome to this week's Monday's Macros, first ever live edition. I'm Anthony. I'm going to be your host. I'm going to guide you through what I do when I go to review my protein bars. I have one protein bar here with me today. This will hopefully replace the recorded video portion of it, but let's see how this goes. So we'll start off. Today I have a Met-Rx bar. That's going to be this guy right here. So this is the Big 100 Crispy Apple Pie, getting right into the fall season. You can check it out here. You can see the packaging here. It's a very hefty bar. It has that green, which is giving me, the taste of that apple. I can already see it on there. Hopefully it tastes like apple too. That'd be great. The Met-Rx bar, in case you're not familiar with the Met-Rx series, these follow those like high protein. So we're talking like 30 grams of protein here. I've had another one on this that was 32 grams of protein. So that's where these ones are coming in at. But with the high protein, there is a lot of stuff that is in these. So just to read the back a little bit. So the serving size, 100 grams. So this is a bigger bar compared to the other ones that I've done before. We are coming in at 390 calories. So this is definitely not a great ratio of calories to protein, but it works. Total fat is going to be coming in at 9 grams, 5 of them being saturated, no trans fat, which is great. Carbs, there are 48 grams of carbs in here. That's a lot. 29 of them being sugar. So 29 grams of sugar in here. We already mentioned the protein, so that's coming in at the 30 grams of protein. And then there's a bunch of vitamins and other things on there. Very long label. You could take a look at that for a second. So on the front, now that I'm reading it, it does say 17 vitamins and minerals. So you can see that there. That's where we're coming in at. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and open this. Open this up. And you guys get to look first. So let's take a look there. Nice. So it looks like we have a white chocolate bottom. And then it looks like it has that caramel apple, the crispy apple, right on the top there. It's a little warm, it's a little melty, so it's a little gooey. But yeah, it has a nice little shine to it. You can see that. This looks like a very dense bar, incredibly dense. You can see all of the bits. I'm guessing those are going to be the apple pieces on the inside there. So we have those there, and I'm guessing it's white chocolate on the bottom. I'm not too sure. I'm going to make an educated guess and say it is. So let's go ahead. We'll do our rip in half here. So whoop, there you go. You can see the cross section there. We got all of those nice bits there. You can see it there. Hopefully my camera can pick that up. Yeah, there we go. So I'm assuming that's going to give it the crunch. So that's going to be the, it's going to hopefully give it the flavor, I'm guessing. Mixed with that gooey stuff on the top there, it's going to give us some of the stuff there. Go ahead and put this down. Ugh. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Let's take a bite, how we normally do, and see how this tastes. Oh. So, give me a second. Thick bar, thick bite. So, hello everyone, welcome who joined. You're in the middle of Monday's macros. We're trying a Met-Trex bar. And I just took the first bite of, this is the Met-Trex Apple Crisp bar. So, like I predicted before, those little bits, yeah, those are coming through. That's giving it that crunch. It's not, again, like most of these protein bars I've been trying, which is actually really surprising, you're not really tasting the protein. So it's not like, oh, protein powder forward, anything like that. Actually, when I took a bite of this, specifically with this part on top and this part on bottom, you really got the apple flavor. This really came through with the apple. It almost tasted like biting into an apple pie. That was really good. That actually covered the flavor pretty well. Now, for all of the sugar that's in this bar, I would hope it tastes pretty good. So I'm genuinely pleased with the actual taste of it. Now, when it comes to whether or not it's healthy for you in terms of the macros, 390 calories for as much sugar that was in here is probably not that great, just for the 30 grams of protein. There's been a couple of other bars that have been better on here that I've tasted, like that David bar that I had a couple weeks ago. That was really good in terms of the macro portion of things. But I will say, Met-Trex, usually when I almost treat these almost as like a meal replacement. So instead of it being just like a straight up supplement, so I'm usually someone that's on the run, on the move, I'm going everywhere all the time. So this actually makes it very, very good if you're just trying to, get something quick and, you might not necessarily have time to like sit and eat something. This is where you would actually this is where this bar would actually shine. This is basically covering all of those nutrients and other things that are coming in there for you. As a standalone, but if you were taking it, again, as like a supplement, it might not necessarily fit into your diet because of the high calories and the high sugar that's in here. But I will say, taste-wise, this is actually pretty good. I've tried, excuse me, I've tried one other Met-Trex bar. That was the cookies and cream one, and I also really liked that in terms of the flavor. This one feels a little bit more dynamic than that, actually. Excuse me. Getting into the back of my throat. So, I really like these. I'll stay on for a couple more on the protein bar. Throw your questions down in the bottom, and I'll answer them. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. Yeah, I'll answer any questions. I have a couple minutes before I actually have to go away because I have to go home. I am tired. But yeah, if there's any questions that you guys have, I'm happy to answer them. Bar, pretty good overall, I would say. My rating, I would probably give it, just because the macros are not amazing, it does taste good. It tastes really good. I'm probably going to give it like a 6.5 or so. That's probably where I'm comfortable saying. Again, it's good as like a meal replacement, just because the calories are really, really high on them. But the sugar and all that, if you're eating a regular healthy diet, that's probably not where you want to be. That's a lot of extra stuff that's going into there. So it might be pretty hard to actually fit it into your diet, depending on what you're doing. Cool. Well, this has been the very first live Mondays Macros. If you tuned in, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And we'll try it again next week. We'll see how we do. Hopefully we get a little bit of a following, and we'll kick it off from there. Thank you guys, and have a great Monday.